So what we are going to do now is we are going to create a progress bar which is going to be somewhere before these icons. So what I have done is I have created a new file which is named as progressbar.dart, and what you're going to do now is you're going to create a class. You're going to create a class called class progress bar, and you're going to extend the custom painter, because we are going to use custom painter class to paint or to draw that line that is going to be our progress bar. Now you'll get an error because we need to override two methods, that is paint and repaint or should repaint. Okay, so we have paint and should repaint. Now the difference between these two methods is, while painting your progress or anything which you want to draw using canvas, maybe a circle or a line or any kind of object, we have to use this method to paint it on our screen. Now if that widget or if that custom painter object is getting updated with any of the value, if there is any value change, we should return as true. So right now we are going to make one static progress bar, so we are going to return as false because our canvas should not repaint that progress bar for now, but we will see how to repaint it as well. So I will just remove this comment. Now what I will do, I will create one variable called a variable song progress bar, and I will initialize with a paint class. Okay, now what I will do, paint. So our song progress bar is an object of paint class. Now I want to give a color. Right now I'm going to give a color as colors.white. Okay, now always remember you have to import the material if you want to use the colors.widget. Along with that, we are going to give the stroke width. So stroke width is going to be 2, and along with we are going to we are going to give the stroke cap. Cap is nothing but the rounded corners. If you want rounded corners, you can just go ahead and use this. If you want to work with the corners of that particular line which you are going to draw, you have to use stroke cap. Now you have different options to draw a stroke cap dot round square, so it's up to you which you want to use. Right now we are going to use round. Now this is the initialized property of our song progress bar. Okay, now we are going to draw it inside this method. So what I will say, canvas dot draw, which is coming from here, which is over here as a parameter. So canvas dot draw line, where I'm going to give two offsets. Those offsets are x and y, and the paint. So our paint, what we have to paint, we have to paint this particular thing which is stored inside song progress bar. So right now we will say the offset. I'm going to say offset of now I'm getting the size, right? So we are going to work on x-axis because our progress bar is going to be a horizontal line, right? So of course it is going to be on x-axis, so I have to work on x-axis. So offset is going to have x and y. So what I'm going to say, it should take the whole width available onto the screen. So what I will do, I will get the width from this variable. So what I will do, I will say size dot width. If I provide this, it means the full size of the screen, full width of the screen. So somewhere our progress bar will start from here, but we have to start from 0, right? So what I will say, size dot width minus size dot width. So what this will say me, we are going to start our progress bar to be start from the beginning point of to be somewhere over here. If you can see, if you can take a look on my pointer, so from the left hand side we are going to start drawing the line. Now after that, what we're going to do is, this is x-axis done. Now we are going to provide the size of height, the size dot height for the y-axis. Now I will say you how you can just work on this as well, size dot height. So we will do one by one so that you can understand. Now this is done for x-axis. Now we'll see for y-axis, that is going to be our offset second, and it is going to end on x-axis. Where it is going to end? It is going to end at the size dot width. We are not going to minus anything over here because we need, for example, our width is 500. So if you do 500 minus 500, you will get a 0 over here, right? And if you do, if you use size dot width, it means 500, so it is going to end up at 500. So over here it's up to you. You can use 0 directly, or you can use size width minus size width. That is all up to you. And we are going to use song progress bar painter over here, and we have already written false over here. Hit semicolon over here and save it. Now we are going to use this class into our screen. Now where we have to use it, it is going to be somewhere before this icons. So before this padding of the icons, I will just go ahead and use a custom painter widget. Okay, and this custom painter widget accepts a painter. So the painter is going to be our class, which is our progress bar. This is our class. See, this is the class which we created, right? This is the class which we created. So if you just go ahead and save it now, you're going to see a small line over here. Most probably you are not able to see right now because we have not given any height or width to our custom painter. So to do that, what we will do, we will create a container, okay? And what we will say, container, your width is going to be the full size of the screen. So what we will say, media query dot of context dot size dot width, right? Now if I go and save it, I'm going to get a full line. Okay, now the line is painted. Now this is the one way you can do it, or you have another way if you want to get the height of the particular line. You have a widget called layout builder. You can just go ahead and work on that as well. So now we will see what happens if I remove this size dot height. And if I give as 0, what will happen? Nothing happens, right? Now what I'll say over here, 0 as well. Nothing happens, right? See, right now nothing is happening is because we are just drawing a line on x-axis. If you want to draw a line which will starts from 0 and end up somewhere on 90, see, so this is the difference, right? If you want to make your line to be slanting or something, you can just work with the y-axis. Right now our line should be straight in a horizontal manner, so we are going to use 0. Okay, so you need an equal number over here. So if you just say 90 and if you just say 90 over here, what will happen? Just see, it will go on the y-axis of 90. Okay, so we need 0 because we don't want to go somewhere outside of the screen, so we will use 0 over here and we will get over there. But we need a spacing after that text as well. So what we will do, we will go to this container right now, this container, and we will just give a padding of only, not all, only, and I'll just say 18, and it is going to be from top 80. Okay, so we got a what we got, the spacing. Now the problem over here is if I just scroll it up, this white line is not going to be visible on the screen. So for this, we need to change the color, right? So when I just go ahead and change the color to black, I mean when I go ahead and just make this pan to controller.forward, means it when it is pulled upwards along with text, this should get also be changed. Okay, so what we will do now, we will use our class and we will use the same value of what we can say is the same for this the value which we have created somewhere over here, song container color animation. Okay, that changed from white to black, so we need somewhere songs container text color animation, which will change when background is white, it will change to black, and when background is black, it will change to white. So we have to use this animation color. So what I will do, I need that color somewhere over here, right? Instead of white, I need the value which is coming from this animation. So what I will do, I will create a constructor over here of the progress bar. So a progress bar, and this progress bar is going to have a variable called progress bar color. Okay, and make this be small and make this be small and declare a variable. Okay, and inside my progress bar or inside my progress bar constructor, I'm going to initialize it. Okay, now what I will do is I will use this value over here, which is coming from my class. Okay, so what I will say, what I will say over here, so on every seconds of our animation controller, this should get repaint, this line should get repaint. So right now should repaint is false, so it is not going to make any change. So what I will do, I will make it as true. Okay, it should repaint. Now if I save it, right now nothing is visible because progress bar color has no value. Now we are going to pass this value to our constructor. So when you call the progress bar class into our widget, somewhere over here, so what we are going to pass over here is song controller dot value. Now it is giving me an error, too many, but found one. Progress bar. Okay. So when we have one parameter inside the inside the constructor, we cannot make it as optional. It is going to be, of course, when it is going to be there. So just go ahead and save this. Now what are they saying is, try removing the extra positional parameter dot value, animation dot value. Okay, so how can we get rid from this? Just restart your app and we'll see what happens. Okay, so just go ahead and change it. Can you see the color has been changed? So this is how you can repaint your app. Now what I want to do is I want to draw one circle on this progress bar. So what I will do, I will just go back to this particular progress bar.dart file, and I will just go ahead and initialize my new painter, which is going to paint a circle. So what I will say, I need progress indicator. So this progress indicator is going to have a circle. So what I will say, it is just going to have a color, okay, nothing else is going to be there, because the color is going to be right now, let's say the colors is going to be a colors equals to colors dot deep orange. Okay, and just make a semicolon, and I'm going to say my canvas, you draw a circle. So I'll say canvas dot draw circle. So I will use a method called draw circle, and the circle accepts the offset on which we are going to use. So of course our offset is going to be size dot width. Let's see what happens. So we are going to use the same offset, okay, over here. Let's just copy and paste the value, and we'll see what happens. And radius is going to be 5.0 for now, and a painter is it's going to be our progress indicator. Okay, so let's just see what happened. We got our circle right now. This circle is going to start from 0, so we have used size dot width 0. Now if I just remove this, okay, and I'll say to 9, what happens? It will move, right? So when our songs play, we have to move from one place to another. So what we will do is to make this run or onto this progress bar, we have to change the value of the offset of this x-axis, right? So right now we are going to make it as 0, okay, and let it make it same. Now what we will do, if my progress bar comes to somewhere around 7 or 10, the remaining line, which is somewhere over here, the remaining line, the progress should show that much progress is completed with the orange line. So how can we do that? So to do that, again we have to create the animation controller. Okay, so let's just go ahead and create an animation controller. Okay, before we start creating our controller, let's try to implement the progress completed, right? So what I will do, I will create one more variable or one more painter. Okay, I will just go ahead and copy this. Okay, or I'll just go ahead and copy this part, and I will say progress bar, song progress bar completed. Okay, and I'm going to say the color is going to be deep colors dot deep orange. So colors, sorry for this keyboard, colors dot deep orange. Okay, now if you will just take a look on the screen, right now nothing will happen because we have to go ahead and draw the canvas. So canvas dot draw. Now what I will do, I will change this value to the how much our x value of circle is there. So circle is 10, so I will put it over here as 10. Okay, sorry, it should start, it should be a starting position, so I would say 0, and complete position should be how much ever the position of our circle is there. So right now circle is on 10, so let's see how much we will get. So circle is on 10, so if you will just go, we got a line on the top of the circle. We have a line on the top of the circle. Now we don't need that to happen, okay, because circle should be on the top of the line. So what I will do now, For example, I'll make this circle to somewhere around half. And yeah, one more thing, the color is not being shown same because we are not using this painter. We are using the old painter, which is having color as white. Okay, so what we will do, we will change the color, the painter, which is song progress bar, we will change to the song progress bar completed. Okay, now if you will see, we have a line. Now that line is on the circle, but it is not visible because they have the same color, so it doesn't really matter whether it is on top or on the bottom. Okay, now we need to animate this, right? We really need to animate this when I just forward the animation of this particular thing. Now if I click on this, the color changes beautifully, right? So on the click of this, I need to forward the animation of this particular song. So what I will do, I will just go ahead on the top and I will create a new animation controller. I will just give a name of animation controller as song completed controller. Song completed controller. Okay, now this controller is going to have same initialization process. I will just replace the name, copy and paste, replace the name, song completed controller somewhere over here. Now it is also going to have a tween animation because we are working on offset. Just make this proper, and let's take it should start from 0. Okay, I'm sorry, the controller should not get initialized with the tween animation. I'm sorry, I just did mistake. I'm doing Control Z, and what I'll do is I'll just copy and paste this part over here, and song completed controller is going to come over here. Okay, format the code. So whenever I will just play this forward this animation, this progress bar should run. So we will create one more animation, which is going to be song completed animation. So I will just go ahead and create an animation, and the name of the animation is going to be song completed animation. Okay, now we will just go ahead and initialize the animation in the same way. Okay, and it should be a linear, there should be no curve. So what I will do, I will say you start from 0.0 and you end up somewhere towards 300. Right now I'm taking 300. So this is color tween, so just remove that tween, just remove that color because we didn't need color, we just need color tween. So better, what we will do, we will just create a controller which we have just animation which we have just initialized. So go to the song completed animation. Okay, initialize the song completed animation to tween animation of double. Okay, tween animation double, and say the beginning should be from 0.0 and it should end on let's say for example 400. Okay, and it should animate with a parent. The parent is going to be our song completed animation controller, song completed controller. Okay, so paste it over here, hit semicolon, restart your app so that you can use the value of your animation. Okay, now what I have to do is I should take care of the function which we are calling on this. See, we are calling one function on the click of this, if you remember. we have used inkwell and we are calling the play song. So play song is going to take care of our animation controller. Okay, so what I will do is very first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this play pause controller on pause and reverse. So we can do one thing is we don't need to create a new controller for this part, for this indicator. We can just manage with this play pause controller only. So go to our song completed animation and change your song completed controller to our song what is the controller which we are forwarding using that method, play pause controller, right? Play pause controller. Okay, for now just we'll see what happens. So play pause controller is going to be our parent. Okay, I hope you're not getting confused because now the code is becoming lengthy, so better you just implement and you understand this. So now if I just restart my app, I can use this play pause controller, and now to make this move, I should pass the value of song completed animation to our progress bar class. So what I will do, I will create one more method, or one more not method, a variable which will be named as song completed. Okay, now the song completed is going to have the value of offset of moving this cursor, moving this circle and drawing the color. So song completed, I'm going to initialize over here inside the constructor, right over here, and I'm going to say this dot song completed, and I'm going to pass this dot song completed somewhere over here, this dot song completed. Okay, and again I'm going to pass the same over here, as I made you explain that why we have to pass it over there. So I'm going to use this dot song completed. Okay, now save it, and we are going to get error because we are not having the value of this part, and it will show the error over here. Okay, so remove this, and this value is going to be our progress bar completed. So just paste it, just control X and pass the parameter with the progress bar color, and progress bar color is going to be the value of the song text color animation, and another song completed is going to have a value of right now we created a controller, or the animation play pause controller, or song completed animation. Okay, so song completed animation value we are going to pass over here, song completed animation dot value. Now let's just restart our app, just save it for the first time. Okay, and no need to restart, or just restart to check whether the app is working fine or not. Okay, the app is working fine. Now if I just click on this, okay, it is not working actually, so it is not moving. So I guess there is some problem, we should take care of it. Okay, so I guess the value is not getting updated, so it is not repainting. If I just run this for a little bit of time, and if I save my app, you will see our progress will be updated. Okay, but now how can we solve this problem? Our circle is not getting updated on how much ever we want. Okay, so maybe we have to use a set state for this value. So first of all, what we're going to do is we will just go ahead and change the controller from play pause controller to our song controller, which we made song completed controller, and instead of milliseconds put a seconds, because our song is going to be in a minute. So let's say for example 360 minutes, 360 seconds, which is equals to 6 minutes. So just save it, reload your app, and can you see now, as soon as I saved, the progress bar has been completed. Now if I just play it for some time, it means the value is not getting updated. The progress bar, the constructor is not catching the updated value. So for that we will use set state inside the add listener of the controller. Now if I just save my app, you will see this progress bar coming over here. I'll just play for some time, one more time, and you will notice a change. The circle will be having different position. So it is not repainting the app, and that is the problem. And that problem can be solved using set state. I don't know why this problem is coming, but we need to get rid of it, and I guess we can use a set state method. I'll just pause it, and you will see if I just save my app, I'll just reload the app, and look at that. Okay, so our value is working fine, perfectly fine, but this song controller is going to have add a listener. We will just add a listener to over there. Okay, and we will say we will create a one variable of type double, and the double is going to be named as song completed. Okay, now I will just use set state over here. Okay, and inside set state I'm going to say song completed equals to our this animation, song completed animation value. So song completed animation dot value. Okay, and I'm going to pass this song completed to the class constructor, which is over here. Instead of this value, I will pass this. Now just save it. Of course you are going to get errors. We will just rebuild it, and the error should go now. Okay, now the error is still remaining because see, when you just created something over here which is not having any value because you have not initialized. So we need a starting point of our circle, right? Our circle, the starting point. So we need to give as 0.0. As soon as you save it, restart your app, you will get a cursor back over here. Okay, so we got our circle over here. Now if I just make it work, let me see whether it is working or not. Okay, can you see now? It is slowly moving. Now it is working perfectly fine. It is slowly moving. Okay, so if you just take a look onto the app, our app is almost completed. But the thing is, we have initialized, or we have not initialized, we have achieved till the animation of while clicking the animation, things are happening. But we don't need that, right? We need to implement our gesture detector, which will be starting on when I just slide up, it should go up. When I do slide down, it should come down, right? So and very first thing, we will just go ahead and change. When I just move this up, it is going to our background is ending up somewhere over here, and it's not looking that great. So what I will do is I will just make it to 0.5. If you remember height factor, the height factor is always 1 min full, 5 means half of the screen. Reload your app. Okay, yeah, this looks fine. Now for this also, this should go down, and this should be somewhere over here. This black pen should come down a little bit. So I will just use 300 minus 300. So I'll just restart my app so that it will get the initial value and it will go down. Okay, Now this looks fine. Now into the next video, I'm not going to show everything in this video. Into the next video, we will just take care of sliding this progress bar and taking this pen up and down using gesture detector on slide up and slide down. Okay, so for now, that this is much into this video. I hope you guys like this video and you have done something beautiful. Start following this code. If you get stuck somewhere, you can just take a look on the code on GitHub, as well as you can just let me know on my Instagram or on my Facebook page or on Messenger, whatever it is. Like, I will just, if I have a time, I'll just reply, or you can just comment it down below into this video itself so that I can help you out. So I'm ready to help, and I have talked with many of my subscribers, and I'm working with one of my subscribers as well. So if I really have a time, and if your query does really make a sense, or it is making any serious problem, or you're not able to follow this tutorial, just let me know. I'll just help you out personally. And this is that's all for this video. In next video, we will start working with gesture detectors for this pen up and down and sliding this progress bar. Okay, so I hope you like this video. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing, because I guess we are going to be regular on this channel from now, and we'll produce some new videos as well. So hit that subscribe button as well as the bell icon so that on next video you will get notified. This is Hasnen signing off. Bye bye, take care, have a great day.